All right. So
Speaking of new shit,
speaking of new shit, yeah, this is a great segue to go on. Sony did show off a lot of new shit here with their new State of Play that premiered yesterday.
hmm
And I actually have the timestamps now. I am prepared with this. Um, but we're mostly going to be going over the highlights of it. Well, because they showed a lot. A lot of stuff is some stuff is like stuff we already knew. Some smaller stuff like DLC announcements and some smaller indie games. But definitely there was some interesting stuff here in the State of Play. I'd say it was pretty good overall because there was some cool looking games here.
yeah,
So they started off with Monster Hunter Wilds because of course like Capcom's on the marketing trade right now. Monster Hunter Wilds is gonna be coming out, and oh shit, it's on two times. Like, why is it so fast?
oh my god.
I'm like, damn, I don't remember Monster Hunter being this fast. There you go. Okay, so
There you go. Who are the chickens?
yeah, it's the chickens. So yeah, Monster Hunter will be back on February 29th, right? The new entry of Monster Hunter Wilds. The beta was released not too long ago. It's one of the benchmark. Apparently, like it actually runs pretty well on PS5. Not even like PS5 Pro, like PS5. Like I heard from Maximilian Dude, who's like a big Capcom streamer. He's a variety streamer, but he loves Capcom games, Monster Hunter especially. And he says, like, yeah, like it runs pretty well on PS5. So he's actually kind of confident that maybe the benchmark isn't entirely accurate and like maybe it'll be better optimized on PC than we hope. Who knows? I hope so. That's the case because yeah, it didn't run the best of the benchmark.
I think I can get away with with my build currently, but I'll definitely. I mean, we're both gonna have to upgrade our PCs, but
Yeah.
I think I can wait a little bit.
Yeah, because you have a smidge bit more RAM than me. But then moving on,
Do you want me to send you some RAM? Do you think that'll help?
just give me some, bro. Give me right now. It's just to the RAM. Yeah, because I have like 16. I think you have 32. I was surprised when I saw that. Oh yeah. Also, they did announce for a while that the there will be a free spring update, and it's gonna have Mitsune, who is a monster from Monster Hunter Rise, which I don't think we got to him. We did play him in the demo. We got our ass kicked by him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty tough, but hopefully if we go back to Rise and fight him again, it'll be a little bit easier. But yeah, he will be the first monster to show up in Wilds. And then after that, they showed off a sequel to a game that we talked about a little bit earlier in the introductory, and that would be Shinobi. Right? They showed off some actual gameplay for the new Shinobi game, and it's being developed by Dope I think is what they're called. Like the guys who did Streets of Rage 4. Like they seem to be working under Sega to revive like all their old franchises, like Streets of Rage. Yeah. And now Shinobi seems to be next on the list, and it has, of course, beautiful hand-drawn 2D graphics, just like the Streets of Rage did. And it looks like it's going to be a high-speed action, really cool. It's going to be really flashy, just like the Shinobi game should be. Because I really like the Shinobi games. I did like the Genesis game. I had fun with it, even though it was bullshit, but I still had fun with it.
This movement looks a lot better than what you showed me at the beginning.
And look, they even have the surfing. The surfing is back, so clearly they're taking a page out of the Genesis games. The only thing is, as much as I really liked the 2D game, and I know the 2D games are well loved, I would have liked like something closer to the PS2 game. The PS2 game, it's just so fun and unique. Like I've never really played a game that plays like it, but still really cool nonetheless. And they also announced a release date for it. It comes out August 29th, so not too far away.
Nice. Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah. Any thoughts on this? I know you haven't never played like Shinobi games, but like, what do you think?
I mean, it looks cool. I would probably watch you play on disc. Maybe even like siphon the game out of your library.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like a plan to me. Well, we can do that August 29th. I don't know if I'll get it day one, but I'll definitely will get it soon after it launches.
Well, I've got plenty of games that I have to finish anyway.
Yeah. So you're gonna have plenty of time with that. Then they showed off Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which is a new Sonic racing game. It only shows Sonic characters, but apparently there are other Sega characters that you can play. I'm not entirely sure on that, but this is essentially Sonic's version of Mario Kart.
Which, surprise, surprise. I mean, Sonic and Mario have kind of always been a rivalry, between Nintendo and Sega. And due to the popularity of the Sonic movies, a lot more. I mean, there's always been attention on Sonic. I should probably, retract that a bit. But yeah, man, Sega's making more Sonic stuff. What's new
I mean,
with that?
that's their cash cow, bro. They're not gonna not make Sonic stuff.
No,
That's
of
their
course.
golden goose, man. They made a ton of money. How much money did that third movie make? Like a bajillion, right? It's a fuckload of
Well,
money.
yeah, but then again, the Sonic movies for some reason have had a habit of going up against literal duds at the box office.
That's good for
Like they
them.
just come out at the right time.
I mean, they
However,
went
that
against
does
some
not
classics.
mean that the movies are awful. The movies are good. I haven't seen the third one, but the first two, highly recommend it.
Yeah,
They're good.
people say the third movie's pretty good,
Yeah, yeah.
and there will
It
be a
was
fourth
also,
one.
oh, nice.
Yeah, they already announced
Well, I
there'll be a
heard
fourth
that.
one.
Yeah, well, I heard that Jim Carrey, like that was his last one.
Oh
I heard
yeah,
that.
until Sega rolls up with that dump truck of money again.
Well, apparently, for the movie that just came out, he said that he would only consider it if the script was good, and also if they wrote it in gold ink. And turns out they actually delivered the script written in gold foil.
Ah,
So
okay.
that they took it literally. They also took the restraints off of him. They're like, you know what? Like, don't even worry about the script. Like, just be yourself. And he was like, all right, I'm sold.
Yeah. So the next game on the list that they showed off was a kind of a strange one, or a stranger one, as like they call it. This was a Digimon Time Stranger, is what it's called. It's a new Digimon RPG. Apparently, there are Digimon RPGs. I mean, I don't know if you ever watched Digimon. Oh, Digimon Story. I'm sorry, Digimon Story Time Stranger. Yeah, this is like their RPG series. There actually is another one that came out a few years back that I'm interested in. That's on my wish list. It's kind of like Persona Digimon, and it seems like this is gonna be the next one to come out. Yeah, it showed very little of it. Just sneak peeks of like what it is that you can expect. Right, enter the Digimon world, and you enter the real world. It's gonna be like save the world story where like the Digimon world and the real world are like colliding together, and like there's like some kind of calamity happening or whatever. I don't know.
I know nothing about Digimon. I think out of all the animes that we grew up watching, Digimon's the one I know the least about.
Yeah, I watched some of it. I did like it, but I didn't watch like a lot of it. I didn't see the movie.
I didn't even did like that's all lost on me.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
I've seen enough Yu-Gi-Oh to at least understand the memes. Same with Dragon Ball, same with like Bleach, but Digimon, nah, nothing, dude.
Yeah.
I remember one ad for the movie, and that was it. Like,
Well, then after Digimon, they revealed a game that's been in development for a very long time and actually started off as a solo project by this man here. I actually don't know his name. Yang Bing. Oh, that's a heck of a name. Sorry, hold on. Fucking burping. But apparently, so this started off as a solo project, and it was supposed to be like a Final Fantasy 15 inspired action game, and it was called Lost Souls Aside. But then eventually caught the eye of Sony. Then Sony gave him a lot of money, so he hired up a team, and now he's worked on this action game for 10 years, and it's almost close to completion. As this was the release date trailer for it. Of course, to show some of the gameplay, right? Because you actually see gameplay on it. He's actually been posting gameplay of it for like 10 years, for like the 10 years that it's been in development. Like it looks fucking bonkers. Like some of the stuff that they show off looks like so choreographed and faked, but apparently it's all real, and we'll know for sure when this comes out on May 29th.
that was
Sorry,
pretty
May
good to me.
30th, right? And it will be on PS5 and PC. Yeah, so you see, it looks
Very nice.
very flashy looking game.
Yes, very Final Fantasy-ish.
Yeah, before, like he kind of updated the design of the character, but before he looked straight up like Noctis, like just 1-to-1. He just looked like Noctis, but he updated the design a little bit. But as you can see, like he looks like the main character looks like a fusion of Noctis and like Virgil a little bit. There we go. Okay, it's blurry as fuck because the bit rate on YouTube is ass. But afterwards, speaking of ass, we have our favorite ass over in Borderlands. Oh yeah, then they also announced like Dave the Diver like crossover with
Yeah, crossover with like a dragon.
stuff. But we're trying to get the highlights here, the spicy stuff, like the WWE stuff, whatever.
Yeah, no one gets it. Here we go.
Our favorite ass, Randy Pitchford, magician extraordinaire and lover of barely legal girls squirting on USBs. He announced announced the release date for Borderlands 4 with a snazzy new trailer, and this trailer definitely looks like Borderlands, but there is definitely some mobility going on here, right? It shows like some like crazy double jump stuff that you can see. There's a slide which wasn't
sliding
in 3. Yeah, but that was in 3. There's like some parts where like they're like doing like double jumps, like mounting and shit. I think it's like towards the end.
Yeah.
Is it? Let's see. Yeah, apparently you could swim also. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here we go. The grappling hook. So grappling hook. Showing off some abilities, right? Nothing
Disco ball.
Yeah, nothing on the characters though. If you remember last time we talked about like how the character designs were not really the best. So interesting to see how that's gonna pan out. Then afterwards they showed off. I'm sorry, what did you say?
No, I was just saying. I think they learned their lesson from like the last trailer. So they're just like, oh no, look, the game actually looks like it's fun to play. Don't pay no mind to what the big 4 are gonna look like.
I mean, the big 4 are kind of an important part of the game.
Randy doesn't want you to know that, and he knows all. He's very wise.
Yes, very, very wise in the ways of magic. So now moving on, this is a cool game that they showed at the Game Awards, and that is Split Fiction, which is the latest game being made by I forgot the studio's name, but the guy's name is Johan Fall. I forgot his last name, but the Oscars guy, right? We all know who he is, but this is like their latest co-op only game, which is kind of like their whole shtick, that studio shtick. And the thing with this game is that it takes place in a virtual world, but you switch back and forth between a fantasy VR world and like a sci-fi VR world, and it all switches seamlessly, and you kind of have to like solve puzzles together and do platforming sections and fight and stuff.
Yeah,
and it kind of like switches back and forth like on the fly. It's a really cool looking game. I know like I've always been wanting to play like some of these games. Like I know we've been talking about playing like a Way Out. I think it was the Prison Break one.
Way Out, and also It Takes Two.
I definitely want to play those games with you, and you don't even need 2 copies. You just get 1 copy, and they give you a front pass, which is great.
Indeed, yes, it is.
So then after that, they show off a game called Directive 8020, which is a new game made by Dark Pictures, which is the Until Dawn guys. I don't know if you're really interested in that. If you want me to look at it real quick. Oh, okay, yeah, it's right here. So like, Supermassive. Team made by Supermassive Game. And it's pretty much an Until Dawn. It's a narrative-based game with lots of decision-making, and like the narrative can change depending on what decisions you make. And it seems very The Thing-ish, right? Because if you watch the trailer...
Yes. Honestly, a combination. So like the storyline of The Thing, but the setting of Alien, pretty much.
Yeah, it's The Thing in space, pretty much. Like even that shot's like straight from Aliens. I think Romulus had a shot like that, but like that was also like a shot from Alien 1, like where they first meet the alien, make it bleed, and its acids like go through the hull. They like look.
Yeah, it goes through all the holes and shit.
Yeah.
Well, these games have always they stood out because of the photorealistic characters, photorealistic environments, but also the characters themselves are just famous actors. Like the Until Dawn video game series had Hayden Panettiere and Rami Malek too.
Yes, I remember.
And also some other ones too, like the white guy. I've seen him. I think he played an agent on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I forgot his name, but I know the actor's face. Funny enough.
Okay.
And now here, but here we have I forgot this actress's name, but she was in Captain Marvel and also No Time to Die. She was James Bond's replacement agent. I don't know the actress's name, but she's
I don't know her name. She is good. I did like her. I liked her in No Time to Die.
Yeah.
And she was okay in Captain Marvel, but Captain Marvel was just kind of like an okay movie.
Well, yeah, but
it doesn't do her any favors.
Again, yeah, it did not do her any favors. Like that Captain Marvel was well, I mean, you saw.
It's not bad. It's just the Marvel. So that was that one was not very good. But Captain Marvel was okay. I like Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, I think they gave that movie the benefit of the doubt because that was the movie right before Endgame. So
yeah, we all saw it just to see what would happen.
Exactly. That's really all it was. But then after Endgame, well, I mean, that's a whole different conversation to have. Let's not have it now.
Yeah, well then, after Directive, they showed off another FNAF game, Five Nights at Freddy's, because goddamn, they have to have so many. Like I feel like they release a FNAF game like every other year. It feels like.
I'm sorry, say it again?
A FNAF game, like they release a new one like every other year, dude.
Yes, well, in the description, they actually said that this will be the next FNAF in 2 years. So yeah, I do think they take 2 years.
It's insane. So yeah, all you 12-year-olds out there who grew up with FNAF, yeah, you'll be great to see.
I loved watching Markiplier play the Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Yeah.
That's in YouTube history.
There was one that was interesting. It was like a point and click adventure. It seemed kind of interesting, actually.
Really?
Yeah, like you like go back in time. You go into a ball pit and like you go back in time.
Oh
like
yeah, into the pit. Into the pit.
Yeah, it seemed really interesting. It was very short, but it wasn't multiple endings and stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't a point and click. It was more like a 2D side scroller.
Oh yeah. Okay, I guess it was like that one.
Well, a 2D sort of 3D environment. I don't know how to explain. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a side scroller. Like,
yeah, but it's not.
But you can go up and down. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But it's still
I don't know what you
two-dimensional.
Call it,
it's still two-dimensional.
I thought it was cool.
No, it's just
yeah.
And then afterwards, they showed off something that looked really cool as well. This one is. Oh wait. Ooh, did I miss a segment? Oh wait, 20. I got them out of order. Oh no, I do not. Okay, sorry. I have a list here that it's very long, so I got kind of lost in the sauce a little bit. But this one looks really cool. This is a game that they showed off, I think, also at the Game Awards as well. I remember correctly. But this is Midnight Walk, which is a first-person action adventure game with a stop-motion art style to it, where everything has like a stop-motion look to it. And as you can see, it looks fucking terrifying because it has some very disturbing looking monsters and environments. But it looks really cool because of that stop motion look to it.
Yes.
And originally this was thought to be a VR game, but no, it actually is going to be on PS5. It's very, very striking visually. It looks insane. It looks wow.
This is a cliche, but it looks like Tim Burton worked on this game.
I think that's kind of what they're going for. They're trying to make it look like Nightmare Before Christmas, although that was not a Tim Burton movie technically. It's produced by him, but I forgot who the director was. It's like Henry Selick, something like that. But yeah, it seems like it'll have like combat elements too. It's interesting.
Yeah. It looks pretty cool. I like it.
It does look really cool. And what also looked really cool was the game that came afterwards. It's definitely more of a game that's a little more silly, but is surprisingly being made or published by Konami. Konami apparently makes games now.
What?
And it's called Darwin's Paradox, and you play as a silly little octopus who gets sent into a weird food factory, and you have to try and escape your way out. So it seems like this could be like a little fun, goofy game. Yeah, you can use your camouflage to like hide and stuff, and your ink to like hide lights and everything. Really interesting how like Konami's like kind of trying to turn it around. Because there was, there's a Metal Gear game coming out, and then they showed off that driving game that you showed that we talked about earlier. I forgot what it was called, but it seemed very interesting. That you have to like do deliveries.
I have it on my wish list. It's something Drive. Hang on, I'll look it up now. Keep talking.
And it looked really funny and goofy, and it was just surprising. Like, wait, Konami is publishing this?
I got it.
Huh?
Deliver at all costs.
Deliver at all costs. And now they have this game, The Darwin's Paradox. So it looks kind of like it's gonna be like a silly, goofy, fun little platformer game. And after that, there was a bit of a surprise here. Oh, spoilers! There was a bit of a surprise, especially for me. Like I saw this, I'm like Warriors Roguelike. Like, wait, is this what I think it's gonna be? And
yeah, I saw it too, and I immediately thought of you. By the way.
Yeah, so apparently it's going to be a Warriors Buso roguelike, right? I do like my Buso games, my Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors, because they're kind of my guilty pleasure, right? They're like the video game equivalent of junk food. Junk food, it's not good for you, right? But it does taste damn good, and you want to indulge in every once in a while. But there's going to be a roguelite of it, and it's actually available now. This actually shadow dropped. It is on PC. I actually thought it wasn't because it said PS4 and PS5, so I thought it was just those. But no, it's going to be on PC, and you're going to play as all the Dynasty Warriors, and you can actually recruit other Dynasty Warriors. Apparently, there's a bunch of different combinations for like team compositions and stuff that you could do. But yeah, Warriors Abyss got shadow drops out of the abyss. I just realized I was not showing any gameplay whatsoever. But yeah, you can see it's a Muso game, right? But it's in like roguelite fashion. So you're probably gonna be expecting like drops and stuff like that. Like you'll get your level ups and you'll get like your drops after you clear a floor or whatever. 16 billion play styles, right? 16 billion, I think that was.
16 bajillion.
16 bajillion cajillion.
More 16 more billion.
More billion, yeah, exactly. And then afterwards there was two surprising ones, given how we heard about these over in the Capcom Spotlight, which was just last week. And that is what we have. Another trailer for the Onimusha 2 HD release, which is really cool. I like the Onimusha games. I didn't really care for the second one that much, but I'm going to give it another try with the HD one. But I do really like the first one. So it's interesting to see them like release a new trailer for this so soon. But this one has the release date for it, which will be coming out May 23rd, 2025. And then we also had some information on the perfect timing. Oh shit! I just pressed the 10-second skip and went straight to it. So we also have another trailer for the new Onimusha Way of the Sword, which will be coming out in 2026. So this is surprising they're showing another trailer for this so soon, because they had the Capcom Spotlight just last week and they were talking about it a little bit.
This looks really good.
And this does look really good. I mean, it's Capcom, man. Capcom's fucking back. So I mean, anything they make is gonna look good. So
golden age, baby, golden age.
Another golden age. Yeah. So they showed off like the new protagonist, who apparently is Miyamoto Musashi, who is a legendary samurai from Japanese history. You're actually going to be playing as him, but it's kind of funny. Well, I don't know. You saw this trailer, right?
Yes.
It's kind of funny because like they show him off as like being like kind of badass and stuff, and then like he gets surrounded by all these like zombie dudes, and he's immediately like, "Nope, fuck this," and he just gets up. So it seems like they're gonna have like a bit of a comical bend to him, possibly. He definitely is probably gonna have like some personality, which, hey, I'm all down for. Capcom, they make really cool characters that we really come to know and love, like Leon and Dante, Virgil, Beautiful Joe. They also showed off like some interesting gameplay.
Beautiful Joe, wow,
that's a deep cut.
No, you just unlocked the
fuck this. Yeah, so they also showed off some gameplay for it. It'll be an interesting use of environment, which was something that Onimusha didn't really use before. And I really haven't seen like too many games like make use of the environment. It seems like you can grab like tables and stuff and move them around. Of course, it can be dismemberment. Of course, you use the Oni Gauntlet to suck up the enemy souls. That way you get like experience and also get like power ups and stuff. Mm-hmm. It looks really cool, man. Really cool. Any thoughts on this before we move on?
Nope, no thoughts. It looks good. I'll play it if you ever buy it. I'll steal it from your library.
Yeah, well, 2026, that's still a ways away. But if I put money on it, I'd probably say definitely the first third of 2026. Because if they're announcing a year so far, it's probably going to be like early 2026, like March, April, the latest, probably. Then after that, they showed off the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake with the release date officially announced this time, right? No leak. And it's been officially confirmed by Konami that the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake will be coming August 28th, so pretty soon, actually. This is one of the most beloved. Actually, this is actually the most beloved out of like all the Metal Gear games. Like, this is considered to be like the peak of Metal Gear. This and Metal Gear 1. And I remember seeing Winston play this game like a while back. And I was really wowed by it. Like it's really crazy. Like what Kojima did back in the day. Like all the attention to detail that he did, all like the little interactions that he would always put in, and also like just how fucking bonkers these games are. I mean, you're fighting a vampire guy that like hangs on like swings on trees and stuff. Freaking dude that summons bees. Just shows how bananas fucking Metal Gear games are. And also, like, the story is just really good, because I saw him play through the whole thing, so I saw, like, the whole story. And honestly, like, if you've never played a Metal Gear game, like, this is actually a good one to start with, because it's a prequel. Like, it chronologically is the first one in the series. Because it's about the original Big Boss, right? Because the later Metal Gear games, like Metal Gear 1 and 2, that Snake is a clone of, like, the original of this guy. So, like, if you want to, start off with the Metal Gear series, start off with number 3. Yeah, that's right. Aim with that eye patch, buddy. I'm sure you'll get a good shot.
You don't question Big Boss, okay? He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Well, I might have to get in on it. I've never played any of the Metal Gear Solid games, but I do remember watching my cousin play the Twin Snakes on the GameCube.
Oh yes, that's a remake of 1.
Yeah.
That is, and I liked it. Oh yeah, they also kind of teased Ape Escape here as well, which is interesting. Well, actually, Metal Gear had like Ape Escape cameos, so this could be like them just saying, "Hey, we're gonna put Ape Escape Cup in the game," or they could be them teasing a new Ape Escape game. Who knows?
Interesting.
So that's confirmed. August 28th. All right.
So August already has 2 games coming out. That's pretty good.
Then next we have Hell Is Us, which is also a game. I think it was also. Wait, was this announced? No, this wasn't announced at the Game Awards. I think it was announced a little sooner than that. But it kind of looks like Death Stranding meets Dark Souls. It's very, very weird looking game. No one really knows what the fuck it's about, but it's got some very interesting visuals. It's a very interesting environment. It's like very alien looking. And then the main character himself looks very Death Stranding-ish, right? Because remember Death Stranding, Norman Reedus, Sam is what they call him. Oh, Sam's the actor's name. I'm sorry. No, Sam's the character's name. Norman Reedus is the actor. Yeah, sorry. I got confused.
Sam Bridges, I believe.
Sam Bridges. Yes, it works for... Okay, whatever. Yeah, so you say here Bob Ross is the main character, and he's being voiced by Adam Jensen. As you hear his voiceover in there. Seriously, what the fuck? Why would you... Okay. Why you give him that hair? God, he looks like a cross between Robert Redford and Bob Ross. But this is a game that also got a release date announced for it, and this is coming out on September 4th. And, well, we guess we'll have to wait till September 4th to know what the fuck is going on, because God knows we can't tell what's happening based on the trailer, because it just looks like absolute insanity. Obviously, like, these alien architectures and, like, World War II soldiers showing up, stuff. So it could be a really cool game. I'm definitely interested in this. Any thoughts?
Nope. I'm just excited for the next one.
Yeah, this is a Souls-like you definitely will be very excited for.
I think this is the only Souls-like I actually finished.
Yep, it definitely is. So this is Lies of P Overture, which is a prequel DLC, which will have you traveling back in time to before Krot got overrun by the puppet frenzy. And obviously, you're going to be revisiting Krot, but it's going to be, not fucked up. And apparently, it's going to be like a winter theme to it, as you can see by Pinocchio's clothing and like all the snow and shit everywhere. And of course, like with any DLC, you're going to get like new bosses, new areas to explore, new weapons, right? New bosses right there, they show off. They also show off some new weapons as well, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they have,
actually,
like that sword there, I think like they feel like it exploding and shit. And also, they seem to hint at like there's like a summon mechanic maybe you could do.
Yes, like a summon mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah, see, like you get a bow and arrow. Right, there was
this
claws. Oh, these look sick, dude.
Yeah, they really do.
I'm probably gonna use those.
I've always been more of a rapier guy, but I might try those claws.
And then of course you're gonna have really crazy boss fights and apparently a crazy like ultimate attack. What the fuck is that? That's so
Ooh.
I don't know what that is. Well, yeah,
but
this is the DLC has been announced for summer 2025. Really excited, dude, because they announced this so long ago. The DLC for it, like when did Lies of P come out? 2023, right? Yeah, it was 2023 because that was like the goated year.
Yeah, it was the goated year,
and it's like a year and a half now.
Actually, yeah, let me see when it came out. Hang on,
I'm pretty sure it was 2023. No, it was 2020.
That was like.
Wait, was it 2020? No. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Hang on. Let me see.
Yes, it was.
September 18th, 2023.
Yeah.
I think that was also the same. Yeah, it was also the same year as our game Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, yeah. We both said Lies of P would have been our
3rd.
game of the year if it weren't for Baldur's Gate.
Yep. Yeah, and I remember you were surprised at how much I liked the game, and I was like, hell yeah, dude! Lies of P was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, this next one's a very weird one, as you can see here. Yeah, everyone was watching. It's like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's just, like weird, like bubbly pixels everywhere. And this guy has like a gun, but he's in his pajamas. And then there are soldiers. And then there's like a bridge of lights on. And then there are horses on a carousel.
A clown.
A clown getting slapped with this weird quote going on. And what this game is it's called Dreams of Another. And it's apparently a third-person shooter. But it has a really interesting twist where there's more of an emphasis, and this is the lead developer of it. His name is Bayon. Okay, just one name. Okay, no last name.
Nice.
Yeah, so apparently, like the idea is that like you're supposed to be using weapons to like destroy the environment, and it's gonna be using some cloud rendering technology to like create these really dreamlike surreal worlds that you're supposed to be exploring in. Really interesting game. It
So
looks fucking weird, but it's
I
interesting.
think. Well, I think it is interesting. At first, I thought it was a game made from the. Do you remember PlayStation when they made that Dreams game, where it was like a game where people can make other games
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
using it? I thought that's what this was. Like
Me too.
someone made a legitimate game, but no, this is something completely different. Now, using guns to actually shape the environment sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Like I said, at the very least, it looks interesting, so it's something to keep our eyes on.
Yes.
And with that, they showed off there's a remaster for Days Gone, which is that zombie game no one fucking remembers with that biker dude.
Yep.
Then they showed off Gunnar Blade getting some DLC when it's getting crossed
Hell
over
yeah.
with Nikke, which is that big booty girl mobile game that's also being made by this same studio. I don't remember if you.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh, see, look, there you go.
Well, I remember. I know Stellar Blade, but I don't know the mobile game.
Yeah, it's called Nikke, Gods of Victory, and it's like I'm pretty sure I sent you gameplay of it. You probably just don't remember, but it's like all the girls have like huge booties, right? It's a covered base shooter, and then as soon as they come out, like their ass like front and
Never
center,
mind.
just jiggling as
Never
they
mind.
shoot. Yes, I remember.
Now I remember.
Yes, well, they announced that there's going to be some crossover DLC with Goddess of Victory Nikke and a PC release for June
Good for them.
2025. Which, hey, great! Oh man, the
Hey.
PC modding community is rubbing their hands right now and their
Hey,
dicks.
I think I know what I want for my birthday, Jesse.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll deliver.
Oh God, that's funny.
And
But despite the clear lewdness of these character models, I heard that Stellar Blade was actually a pretty good game, pretty decent.
yeah, that's what I heard. It's great eye candy, good gameplay, shit story.
Oh well,
Everyone says that the story and characters are absolute garbage. It's literally near Automata's story, but like with none of the nuance and philosophy and intellectualism in it. It's just it's just nonsense.
honestly, I wouldn't mind playing near Automata either.
That's a great game from what I hear. Like it's not just like it's like deceptively looks like Gouter Bay, but it actually has a very deep and philosophical
Well,
story.
I mean-
and it has like a
well, I
really
mean,
interesting structure to it.
It could be both, because after all, you heard the. I mean, we looked it up. The amount of polygons that had gone into 2B's ass was like
In the tens of thousands.
in the tens of thousands. We spared no expense.
No expense. Money well spent. So then afterwards, they showed off some interesting indie games. They also talked about like the games catalog. Some game, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna skip over to be honest. 'Cause I didn't look at. Oh yeah, Lost Records. I don't know, whatever. Some narrative
know.
game. This game looked interesting. This was so this is a game called Blueprints. And it's actually a puzzle roguelike game where you try and navigate through a mansion and solve puzzles. But it's like in a roguelike fashion, so there's like loops and stuff. So I don't know specifically how it works, but I imagine like eventually you'll hit a wall where like it's impossible to solve the puzzle, and you have to hit the loop, and then you have to go back like with the information you learned on like a next loop to actually solve the puzzle that you got stuck on. Be interesting to see. It's definitely a very interesting concept.
I'd play that. You know, I've never played a roguelike.
Yeah, but this is like a puzzle roguelike. It's not an action roguelike, so like you're not going to be going around. And that's going to come out spring 2025, so pretty soon.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and then God, what was this? This is like Abiotic Factor, which is like a co-op survival game. I've actually seen some people play this on stream. It's gonna be coming to PS5, and then they announced that Armored Core. The old Armored Core games are gonna be coming to PS Plus.
Nice.
But let's skip over to an interesting one. Going to be coming up now. Yes, and here it is. And so this one is Tides of Annihilation, which is a very generic name, very lame but generic name for a game that otherwise looks really cool and also has a very surprising actress that we all know and love, who voiced a character we all know and love, and that is Shadowheart, or known as Jennifer English, who seems to be getting around, man, because this is what her third video game role in like 2 years. Because now she's in Clara Obscure, which is coming out. Now she's in this. And so this is a new action game that she's in, where she is apparently the last surviving human on Earth after the Earth has been destroyed by some kind of cataclysm, and she's trying to find a way to, I don't know, kill whoever was responsible for it. And apparently, like, there's like a big round of the dice table motif to this game, and the character's name is Gwendolyn, who is a Arthurian character. So it seems like they're going for some crazy like sci-fi, Arthurian legend action game. Except now you play as Gwendolyn. But yeah, look how cool this looks, man. It's straight up just really Devil May Cry, but like even more bonkers. It seems like summon monsters and do like stinger combos and stuff. And of course, you have these really cool enemies. Look at this, dude.
Oh shit!
And of course, like really cool boss designs as well. Yeah, this is definitely going to be something on my list to look out for.
Couldn't agree more.
Look at this shit.
Look at that.
All the projectiles. And then after that, they showed off Tides of Annihilation. No release date, just letting you know, hey, we exist. We will be in development. And then after that.
Oh, yeah. Sword in the Stone. That's definitely Arthurian legend right there.
So this one was a interesting one. It seems like a first-person shooter, but we don't know, like, more specifically what it is. Like a standard first-person shooter, like a roguelite or RPG or whatever. But this is Metal Eden, I believe is what it's called. And I'm guessing it's a roguelike because like it's like it says die, rebirth. So like, that's obviously a common gameplay loop in roguelikes. So it seems like it's going to be a first-person sci-fi roguelike. And to me, this looks really cool. I mean, I love first-person shooters, of course. And I really like the aesthetics of it. And it seems like there's like some interesting mobility mechanics, like wall running and stuff, which I'm always down for. I love mobility in my shooting games. Yeah, it's like you have like a jetpack, like a double jump. Yeah, it looks very kind of Doom Eternal-ish. So, and I love Doom Eternal. So, this is my favorite single-player first-person shooter ever. So, it was Doom 2016, but then Doom Eternal came. I was like, oh, this is somehow even better. But yeah, this looks really, really cool. And then the final game they showed off, Metal Eden. See, I was right. Comes out May 6th.
Oh, it's made by Deep Silver? Oh, no shit.
Oh, okay. Cool. Actually, no, I think it's published by them. I think Raycon's the...
Sorry, published. Sorry, no. I was thinking of Volition, because whenever I see Deep Silver, I think of Saints Row.
So then the final game that they showed off was a particularly interesting one because everyone swore like it was going to be a Returnal sequel. Everyone's like, oh shit, we're going to get Returnal 2. And no, it's not. It's not Returnal 2. It is a game called Soros. Oh yeah, and they also showed, before we get to Soros, right, they showed off some game that's being made by ex-GTA lead. And apparently it's like a cyberpunk themed like open world game. That's gonna see you playing like some like cop with like some neural implant. Man, it's very white. Okay. So yeah, it's like cyberpunk GTA, and it seems kind of cool, but like it's I have to see more to really get into it. But this one in particular was very interesting because so this is Soros, or the trailer for Soros, and everyone thought, oh man, this is gonna be a sequel to Returnal. Returnal's it's kind of a hidden gem from 2021. It was a very interesting game with like combined Metroidvania with roguelike elements, and it had like this really trippy story about like this lady who crash lands on a planet, and like every time like she dies, like she comes back to life, and then she has to get to the core of the planet to find a way to get out. And everyone's like, oh shit, like this is gonna be like a sequel to it, but no, it's apparently called Soros, and it's gonna be just a straight up action game, but it will be taking inspiration from Returnal. And as you can see, it's going to have like some trippy ass visuals, just like Returnal did as well.
Yeah.
And you're going to be playing as the guy who sells you hummus at the shawarma, at the local shawarma. And you're going to be fighting Elden Ring bosses apparently, with a Solar Eclipse. And yeah, I mean that was pretty much it.
It's pretty visually appealing.
It is. Very trippy looking too.
Yeah.
So, what are your overall thoughts on the state of play?
I mean, everything looked cool, but I was really only like super excited about a few games.
And
Of course,
those,
Liza P.
mm-hmm.
Well, Liza
Course,
P being one of
naturally.
them, naturally, of course. And also the Tides of Annihilation was pretty cool too. I mean, it's always nice to hear Jennifer English's voice. But I mean, I didn't see a lot of first party games.
Aha,
Did you?
that's not a lot of first party games, huh? It was the
Actually, I don't think I saw. I don't think I saw any.
Well, was there one in particular that we just talked about in our last story that you noticed was lacking?
Honestly, I'm having a huge brain fart right now.
Yeah, there was no Bloodborne. Because
that's
right. Yeah, all that copium y'all were huffing, get that refund. Cause yeah, Bloodborne is dead. Sony hates you. Sony hates Bloodborne. Fuck
It's
you, buy
too
fair
soon.
games.
It's too soon. They're probably going to save it for the next state of play because, like as you said,
Okay, but
if
see,
they
here's the
were
thing.
working on a remake, it would happen later rather than sooner.
See, but here's the thing. The 10th anniversary is next month. So like the copium headcanon here was, clearly they're canceling all these, or they're DMCAing like all these fan mods and fan projects that enhance Bloodborne, because clearly they're gonna do something. They're gonna make it some kind of announcement for the 10th anniversary of Bloodborne, which is gonna be clearly a Bloodborne remaster or a remake. But yeah.
I don't think they give a shit about anniversaries. I think they're just like I said, 60-20, but they could be working on something. Because again, like you said, why choose now to care about takedowns?
Who knows, man? Companies are fucking weird. Also, no Ghost of Yote, which is also interesting because that's like their big game for this year.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming out this year, and like it's interesting that they did a state of play and they opted not to show anything for it.
Well, it could have been like the Xbox showcase where they focused more on third party to show like, hey, listen, we're giving third party people a chance to make games. We're also bringing back some classics that we're adding to the games collection, which is PlayStation's version of the Game Pass. And so I think that is really what the focus was for this state of play.
Okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense. But to wrap things up, right? So the things you're most excited for.
Oh yeah, Liza
P.
Tides of Annihilation. Help
Lame name. Lame ass name. Borderlands 4.
Like I'm excited to play with you, but we'll probably like wait a year and then pick it up on sale.
Split Fiction.
Oh, Split Fiction, but I mean we have a bunch of co-op games that we have to play. But that does look very nice.
Lost Soul Aside.
Wait, what?
The Lost Soul Aside.
Oh, yes. Sorry. The way you said it, it didn't like ring familiar in my brain. Oh, and of course Monster Hunter Wilds, but that doesn't count.
That comes out like in 2 weeks, dude.
that doesn't count. And actually, I have the list here. I'll just look it up. Metal Gear. Metal Gear does look nice. And so does Onimusha. I think that's... Oh, Sonic Racing. I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's so shame. The Sonic Racing games are good.
I never played them. Mario has my,
Oh yeah, I mean, of course. The Mario Kart 9 is coming out this year. We all know it with the Switch too. So.
Yeah. You know what? I want them to expand on that Dreams game.
Yeah, we'll have to see about that. That one definitely looks very, very interesting.
Like I'm curious about that game. I'm not excited, but I'm curious as to what they're going to do.
Curious.
Yes.
Curious. Okay, so very quickly, just want to say, overall, the state of play I think was pretty good. Although it was interesting that they opted not to show Ghost of Yote, or disappointed to say there's no Bloodborne. I mean, honestly, I didn't expect it because like as soon as that story came out, that Blue Point was working on the God of War Life. Oh my god, it's cooked. It's over, bro. It's over. We're not getting a Bloodborne remaster.
Pack it up. It's over.
It's fucking over. But this was like the last bastion of hope. Like little sliver of hope. And yeah, you just fucking killed it.
Shat on your.
But still, lots of cool stuff showed off. The Shinobi Art of Vengeance looks super cool. Lost Soul Aside looks also really cool. Borderlands 4, I'm interested in. You know, you say, like, oh, wait a year. I'm probably going to buy it at launch because I like the Borderlands games that much. So I'll probably buy it, like, more or less at launch. I just hope it doesn't perform like shit because Borderlands 3 performed like shit until I got an upgrade for it, which is why I never finished the DLC because it was just awful frame rates all the way through. That Darwin Paradox game also seems very interesting. It seems like it could be a cute, fun game to, like, play on the side. Midnight Walk. Amazing visuals. I definitely want to play because that game just looks like it's vibes the game. The stop motion looks super cool, and I think actually nails the stop motion look better than South of Midnight does. Because South of Midnight, like, it kind of overdoes it a little bit at times, and it looks a little off sometimes. And I think the fact that it's made of clay kind of helps. Everything looks like it's made of clay.
I think the art style that South of Midnight uses does not help the stop motion.
Yeah, which apparently you can disable it if you want to.
Well, like you said, the clay, the fact that it looks like clay makes it look more like traditional claymation than South of Midnight does, which is why it looks better. So I agree with your sentiment on that.
So then Warriors Abyss, very welcome surprise. I'll probably pick that up someday. Onimusha 2 HD, really cool. Onimusha, the new one, looks with the sword. That looks really cool. Obviously Capcom Pro, so it's probably going to be great. Capcom's just on a fucking tear right now. Metal Gear Solid 3, I can't wait to finally play it because I tried playing it after Winston finished it. I'm like, these controls are ass. I am not playing this. Why do I have to press square halfway to aim? Like, what the fuck is this? Okay. Hellas Sauce looks very interesting. I'll have to look into that. Liza P DLC, I'm fucking ecstatic for that. They were finally confirmed that it's going to come out this summer. Dreams Another seems very interesting. Gunner Blade, I'll probably pick that up on PC. I don't know if I'll pick it up immediately on launch, but I probably will eventually. Tides of Annihilation looks super fucking cool. It's great to see Shadowheart back in her. She got her own game.
Hell yeah.
And then Soros also seems very interesting as well. But, you know, there's just only so much we can say about that. All right, dude. So how about you sign us off? Because this episode's gone on long enough.
Indeed. Oh, wow, it has. Oof. Thank you guys very much for watching this episode of Two Bar Connection. We really appreciate you guys watching our content. Please subscribe to our channel for future updates. Leave a like down below if you like the video, and also leave a comment for any games that you want us to play. Oh shit. Excuse me. Leave a comment for any games that you want us to play and or any stories that you'd like us to cover. The best way to watch us is on YouTube on the video format. However, we are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music for audio-only versions of our episodes. We also are on social media as well. You can find us on X. No, we will not call it Twitter. And
you mean Twitter? No, we will not call it.
Have you gotten Blue Sky up and running yet or no?
Don't you mean Twitter? No, we won't call it X.
Twitter. Oh, whoops. Sorry.
It's late. I understand. It's way past your bedtime.
Elon called Elon subjected me to the mind virus. Now I'll call it X forever. I'm sorry, bro.
No. Okay. No, I just have Blue Sky to answer your question.
Okay, but we will get that up and running so that we can be on multiple.
If I can remember. I don't even go on our Twitter that often, to be honest.
Honestly, does anyone even use Blue Sky or?
No, people use Blue Sky. Yeah, definitely. A lot of people. People are quitting Twitter in droves to go to Blue Sky.
Okay, no, because they tried that. Like a lot of people have tried to quit, like Rumble quit. It was like an offshoot of YouTube, but they ended up. It just became like a fucking circle jerk of.
Yeah, but that's kind of different because people like make their earnings, they're living on that. You don't really make your living on Twitter. You kind of just make your profile.
There. Well, apparently you can monetize yourself on X now. So, there is some kind of incentive, but whatever. That's another topic for another day. But yeah, thank you very much for watching us, guys.
Yeah, so thanks again for listening. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Peace.
Bye, everybody.